There's an old children's song about the Duke of York. It says he had 10,000 soldiers and marched them up a hill, then back down again. We all sang it as kids, but no one really knows who this duke was or why the song was made. The song we know today became popular in 1913, but it's much older than that. People found earlier versions from the 1800s. Many Dukes of York have lived throughout history. Here are the main ones people think the song might be about. First guess, Richard, Duke of York, 1460. Richard led about 8,000 soldiers in northern England. He marched them down from his castle on a hill to fight an enemy army. It went badly. Richard died in the battle. This sort of matches the song, but Richard wasn't old, and he only marched down once, not up and down repeatedly. Second guess, James II, 1688. James was Duke of York before becoming king. He led an army to fight against invaders, but his own soldiers started leaving him. He gave up and went home without fighting. This could fit the song, marching out then retreating. But by then James was a king, not a duke, and there was no hill involved. Third guess, Prince Frederick, Duke of York, 1793 to 1799. This is the most popular answer. Frederick was a military commander who led several campaigns that didn't go well. In 1793, he took soldiers to fight in Europe but had to retreat and bring them back home. The problem? That area is flat, there are no hills there. Frederick had other failed battles too. But later, he became a good leader who improved army training and took better care of soldiers. Some people think the song might actually be celebrating him watching soldiers practice marching drills, not making fun of his failures. But here's the twist. The earliest version of this rhyme appeared way back in 1642, long before any of these dukes. It was written by a famous entertainer and said, "The King of France with 40,000 men went up a hill and came back down." It was probably just making fun of French people in general, which English people loved to do back then. And there's more. In the Netherlands, they have a version about Prince Maurice, a Dutch military hero from the 1600s. He was famous for creating a new way to train soldiers, making them march up and down over and over in practice drills. People thought it was silly at first, but it worked really well. His army became one of the best in Europe. The problem? This Dutch version wasn't written down until the 1900s, so we don't know if it's the original story or a later copy. So what's the answer? Nobody really knows. The song might be about a failed English battle, a mocked French king, Dutch military training, or just a silly song that people kept changing over the years. The mystery remains unsolved.